ちゃんが特攻して自爆するってこと？後で復活液をかけてくれれば大丈夫だ。近づく前に100
Exactly.
だね。お、自爆。
I love how he does that. Hi everyone, my name is Minnie and welcome to my channel. And today I'm going to be reacting to Dr. Stone Season 4, Episode 19, Stone Sanctuary. Last episode, they created a ship that they wanted to outfit so that it can escape Perseus' radar. And they figured out that the Medusa is radar proof. So they used a whole bunch of them, covered it with the onto the boat, whatever, put it on the boat so that the boat can be not caught by radar. I'm like, what the heck? And then after they were studying the Medusa, they figured out that if they had diamonds, that they can make a new core for the Medusa and then use that to basically revive the Medusa. And then Senku told the crew in America, like Nikki and the others, to make diamonds. And they did make it. And they brought it to Joel. And Joel was like, yes, this is diamonds. So that's where the episode ended. And before we get into this one, if you guys like my reaction, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and please consider supporting me on Patreon at patreon.com/feelingmini. And now let's start this episode. And here we go.
Okay guys, in case the reaction gets blocked and I had to cut out the reaction itself, you can just look in the pinned comment in the comment section where for the link to the reaction highlight itself, so you can just click on it, watch it, and then you just come back for my review.
俺ら自力でゼロからマジで作れたじゃんよ。これで大富豪。
No, you're not.
見えてきたじゃねえか。お元気いっぱいメデューサ様の復
The happy Medusas? Why would it kind of quant? What the heck? Why would he qualify the Medusa as happy?
お、ダイヤができたってことだ。あとはこいつにはみりゃ復活っつうことか。
No.
だから天然ダイヤを掘りに行く。
Exactly.
違うわバーガー、両方いいんだよ。
Oh, okay.
この手が入った時、ただの石はお宝にバーゲンだよ。
ラッセンさんって言ってね、溶岩ドームや縦状火山に噴石球と清掃火山も全部盛りとかやばすぎましょう。そら探検するわ。盛り込むだけどそっから何千年でしょ。絶対やや。
Oh my gosh, girl.
なってなあ、天然ダイヤ少しなら掘れると。
I got that, but everything else is like, nah, I don't know what you're talking about.
天然ダイヤどっちが丈夫だと思う？
Assuming they're all the same.
天然物だな。俺は科学できっちり作った方に貼るぜ。ああ、正解は人工ダイヤだ。
Okay.
クロムに100億万点やるよ。大きな天然ダイヤを小さな人工ダイヤで研磨して、メデューサにピタリとはまるダイヤ電池を新造するというわけか。
Okay.
任しときなプロに。宇宙一の精度で削り出してやるぜ。
頼んだよ。そこは私ら応援しかできないから。
これが俺ら世界遠征組からの最後の通信になる。
Why?
ペルセウスの動きなら船長の俺が手に取るように見える。そろそろ近づく頃合いだぞ。次に俺らが繋がんのは全部が決着した時だ。ダイヤ電池作成術、ご成功したら報告だけは垂れ流しとけ。俺らの本当の狙いがバレない義理の言い回しね。
Is he sending them messages?
てかこのステルス艦今どこに向かってんだ？わか
った。
嵐だ。大正解。あらゆるレアメタルが流れて溜まりまくった石の聖地。
It's around the episode. So is that where they're gonna find diamonds?
ここに超合金の街を作る。
Ah.
そうか。これ知ってたねゼノちゃん。俺らの南米探検の最終目的地。
外にロケットの専門家だ。
Oh, is that what he told
図的に一定です。
少年科学団の電波に紛れさしてゼノから俺ら当てたぜ。電波妨害、ステルス艦、対レーダーミサイル。
まさか
あの時ゼノが伝えた瞬きのメッセージは、
ゴールはアラシャだ。
追わずに先回りすんぞ。先空たちの最終目的地に。
あれもう着いたんだよ。
いや、
おもろじゃないしハードスキルに苦労もう山ってか崖エレベーターとか言ってっけどよ。
How the heck did they do that? Whether it's a vertical rope or not, you're not coming upward faster than you would have normally.
俺がダイヤ電池作成術を編み出せば石化光線はもう永遠に人類のものだ。
ダイヤゲットして電池作って、最終決戦はアマゾン奥地ストーンサンクチュアリ。
Okay, clearly Senku noticed something when that bolt or whatever, when Xeno attracted that bolt, he noticed something. So no, I'm worried.
なんでんなやべえほど都合いい地球の宝石箱みてえなエリアがあんだ。
How is that made hard that you cannot
天候っていうのさ、ウケるでしょ。重い
whack
に
right?
集まる感じ。
金を集める時とかにやるやつだな。
科学の彼女も知らない私からすれば、その地球のすべてを駆使して生きようとの方がよほど雄大に見えるがな。
おほほ、いいこと言うじゃないか小悪。みんなで作るぞ超合金の街を。
Let me just shut up.
蜂の砦なの。
バーサススタンリー最終決戦よ。
So did Stanley not get here before them? Or is he still coming?
ゼノ先生が大方無線で悪さしてたがんな。爪がちーっとだけ自家してた。同じことだ。同じじゃねえわ。アホほどリミット早まったわ。はは、そうか。欲しいのは船を回るにはどうしてもまともな船がいる。なもんペルセウスっきゃねえだろうが。
Yeah, let's get it back. That's our ship.
そう取り戻す。スタンリーは俺らぶち倒して大将ゼノを取り戻す。レースのゴールは一緒なんだよ。
Okay, let's get our ship back. We didn't make it for you. We made it for us.
リー君との戦いどう見ますか、司君。
Oh, I never seen him out of his.
完全装備の米軍特殊部隊相手にまともにやり合えば勝ち目は限りなくゼロだね。
全然遠くまで飛ばないんだよ。
こんなんで勝てるの、スタンリーちゃんたち。
Yeah, how he's dead.
50メーターワンセカンド。おお、どうだこのトラップ。
Uh-oh.
誤爆も多そうだな。
でどれだけ用意できるのか。ダイヤモンドで再起動した石化装置を。
Okay, how about today? Because not even like
だけど火力は控えて目立ちたくないからね。
お、化石大興奮の得意技だな。
swole. Oh, cracked.
目ほど小さいダイヤ外してつけんだぞ。
専門の時計技師のエースジョエルですら苦戦してるからね。
が来ちゃうリミットまでに1個や2個いけるかどうか。
だったら
50メーター3セカンド。
だけでも右京の意味なら一網打尽にできるな。
スタンリーたちの居場所が目星ついてればね。
Mm-hmm.
めいたかもしれないぞ。もし石化装置が一つしかないなら俺がこの手で掴んで近づいて。
I knew what he was gonna say was gonna be
ちゃんが特攻して自爆するってこと？
後で復活液をかけてくれれば大丈夫だ。
近づく前に100
exactly.
だね。自爆。
Yeah. I love how he does that.
俺ら全員で自爆すんだよ。スタ タンリーたちが来たその瞬間、一人だけやべえほど遠く隠れといて、後から味方だけ復活させりゃいい。
Aww.
課題は一つだけだな。
Okay.
石化装置を持っているキーマンが瞬殺されれば。
Yeah.
ああ、そこは問題ね。最後は科学でクリアする。グラのタワーにメデューサ&スピーカー。その瞬間、誰かがマイクに叫びゃいい。3000メーター、1セカンド。石化装置の再起動さえできりゃ、俺らの勝ちだ。
That seems to be the problem.
どうやって綺麗に開けたんだよ、メデューサ。
わしのめっちゃど根性。
さみたく一回ダイヤ電池外してつければちょびっとは動くの。
試したけど無理。パッツ入れて作ってみるしかないってことね。完璧に同じ形の新品ダイヤ電池。
セカンド。動かねえしダメじゃね。
邪魔しない。
このサイクルダメなら世界の誰も削れねえよ。
普通のダイヤじゃ無理なの？どこが違うの？
Aww. That's why they showed both of them in the intro together. For sure.
専門屋のジョエルですら、サンプル山盛り持っているてめえですら作れねえ。つまり何かが間違っている。
エラーがダイヤにちょぴっとでもあっちゃダメなんでしょ？
いや、いけてんじゃねえか。むしろ元からメデューサに入ってたやつよかよ。
Oh. Maybe that's why.
向きに削ったの。
Maybe that's why.
メデューサに入ってたダイヤをね、こういい感じで叩くと。
Uh-huh. Maybe that's what we need to do.
焦点を結ぶ線上に分子の結合力の脆弱な壁界面が走っているのか。
燃えちゃうわよ。ジョエルにも早く教えてあげたくなっちゃう。
Maybe Joel also figured it out.
せやったら早いじゃない。
But you can't, yeah, I'm about to say.
時間との戦いだね。
だがその前にメデューサを完成させれば。
俺らの勝ちだ。
About to be over. Right? Yeah. Okay, so I've been asking myself for like, it feels like forever. What did Xeno told Stanley? I thought, like I said previously, that he was telling them that they were going to the location of where we found the whole countless of Medusas or wherever. I thought that's what he told him, but no. He told him their final destination, which is something tells me it's supposed to be pronounced Araxa instead of Araxa in Brazil, and so that they can find these diamonds that they can refine and polish and whatever into making these new batteries for the Medusas. And they told, after the crew in America made the diamonds, Senku is like, okay, now we need to go dig up diamonds. And they're like, so why did we do all of these? You know? And they're like, well, we need both. I think if I remember correctly, that they used the synthetic one to make sandpaper or something or other like that, so that they can use it to like polish the natural diamonds that they are going to be digging up and all of that. So both of them, they're doing it on both of their sides, right? They're doing it in America, and then they're doing it over here in Araxa, looking for natural diamonds and then using it to make new batteries for the Medusa. And then Senku told them that that was going to be their last conversation, and that the next time that they speak, basically, they communicate with them, is going to be after the battle with Stanley. Now, the battle itself, it seems like, okay, Senku wants their ship back, and Stanley wants Xeno back. So he's like, they want the same thing. They're gonna give him Xeno, and then they're gonna get the ship or whatever. So they're gonna be using the Medusa as weapon against Stanley. And the way they're doing it is like, okay, when Stanley is coming, we're gonna. At first, they were throwing these Medusas like all over the place, start setting them up like all over the place, along with what's it called? Hopala. How do you say Hopala in English? Speakers. Along with speakers like all over the place, so that when they can be anywhere, right? And they'll be like, remeta 1 second or whatever, and activate the Medusas. But then there are still animals sort of like running around that can activate the thing without meaning to activate them. So and then they keep trying to figure out a way to do it without anyone being killed. And then I'm like, Nigel, man. He's like, I'm just gonna take one and then run at them. And I'm like, boy, that's not gonna work. They're gonna kill you before you even get close to them. You know? And I think, I don't know who said it. That person said something about, so you're gonna be self-sacrificing yourself or something or other like that. And that sparked an idea in Chrome. I feel like it happens a lot when it comes with Chrome. They will be discussing how to do something, then someone will say something that will just spark an idea in him, and then he'll bring that idea forward. And that's what happened here. After that person said self-sacrifice, they're like, okay, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna self-sacrifice. And basically what he means is that someone is gonna be standing far away from the Medusa and then activate it, that everyone, including Stanley, is turning to stone, and then that person that activates it is gonna come back with the revival fluid, and they're gonna wake up their people, and then they can get away and all of that. But then they're like, but what if, I believe it was Ryusui that was saying that, what if, the person that has the Medusa gets shot, that's the way they set up the tower, and then they're like anybody can say it and all of that. So, but the thing is, they need to. It was at first, the reason why the idea that they had at first was not gonna work is because they're having a hard time, first of all, opening up the Medusas without breaking them. And then, so that sort of like diminished the number of Medusas that they're going to be able to use. And they're not going to have time to be carefully dismantling the Medusa and then put it in the diamond core without it breaking. So that first idea was out. And then as the things were getting even more difficult, they were like, okay, we're just going to be possibly only have just one Medusa, and that's where Chrome's idea came from. Like, that's why they're gonna use Chrome's idea, about having that one person say it. And now the thing also is that yes, they're making the diamond core, Joel over there in America, and then Kaseki over here. They're making it, but when they put it in and try to activate it, it's not working. And then they're like, okay, why is it not working? And the Kaseki realized, I think it was Chrome at first, that said that the previous batteries, like they were so sort of like easy to break or something or other, but these ones that Kaseki was making are not. So I'm like, okay, so that's what it is. He needs to make it in such a way that is easily breakable, like the ones that were in the Medusa, that are in the dead Medusa. That's how he needs to do it. And so he even used something to, when he broke the dead Medusa's battery, it split perfectly in half. So I guess he needs to make it in such a way that when he does it on his own, the one that he created, he does the same thing. So that's all gonna be like a whole other process that he's gonna have to go to try to figure out how to make it exactly like that. So that's gonna take time. And I feel like I keep saying this time thing, but I can't help it. Okay, Stanley, they said at one point, right? Even in the episode, they sort of like showed that Stanley was not that far away from them, right? Okay, Stanley was pursuing them. They said that he was not that far away from them, and then Stanley, Xeno was sending some kind of coded messages, whatever, to them. Senku realized that, and then that coded messages basically reminded um Stanley of what Zeno told him, that they were going to Arasha, and then they're like, "Hey guys, let's turn around. We're going here, and we need to get there before them." You know, when he said that, they were still sort of like pursuing Senku, right? And like I said, they were not that far away from Senku's ship. And then they're like, "Okay, let's turn around. We're going to Arasha." Okay. And we go to Arasha to get there before them. So you're saying that, okay, they were pursuing Senku's ship. They were not that far away. You turn around to go to Arasha. But you don't make it there before them. They make it there before you. And they build this whole like city with just these few people. And you're still not there yet. It's like, my mind cannot understand that. I can't comprehend how these few people. I feel like I need to count them. Okay, you have what's her name again? Luna, and the two. You have Xeno, Senku, Daiju, Ohaku, Suika, Kaseki, Tsukasa, Gen, and Kyoga. So that's sort of like 12 people. So you're telling me just 12 people, okay, were able to build this whole city, and they're not here yet? I don't know. I guess that's what's making this unbelievable for me. As much as I'm enjoying things, it's like, as that is nagging me. It keeps on nagging me. Like, how are you not here yet? How do they have the time to build all of these things with just 12 people? And oh no, that's 13. I'm forgetting Chelsea. And you're still not here yet. I don't get it. Like, I don't get it at all. Like, I'm trying to imagine how right now in our times, they have, when they're trying to build something, they have all this technology, and they have all these people that do it, but they take a long time, and you're like back in the Stone Age, basically, using like the technology that they have is not that advanced, right? And then it's only like 12 people, 13 people, and you're telling me that they were able to build this whole thing. First they built a ship, and then now they build this alloy city, and you still haven't caught up with them. It's like, it doesn't make sense. It's not realistic. I know I know anime most of the time is not realistic, but it's like, it's not realistic. I don't get it. It keeps nagging me. I don't like it. Thank you guys for watching, and if you like this reaction, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and if you want to see my reaction to the next episode, the link is going to be in the pinned comment, so you can just click on it and you can watch it right now, and you can also catch up with all my previous Dr. Stone reactions. There's a playlist in the comment as well. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye. God rest ye merry gentlemen, let nothing you dismay. Remember Christ our Savior.